Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome to the daily forecast for Thursday, August 15th, 2024. It is the day of the hearthkeeper and the tradesman, or, people being about the work of their professions. We are getting stuff done today. It is Jupiter's Day, Thor's Day, the 25th of Leo, the 11th of Hazel, the 25th of Salmon, and the 20th of Hayanir, which is the haymaking month. So, our astrology, the sun is in Leo, fixed fire, representing achievement. The moon is second quarter Sagittarius, mutable fire, representing adventurousness. At 11:52 a.m. Central Time, the moon does go void, of course, and then at 12:51 p.m. Central Time, it goes into second quarter Capricorn, a cardinal earth sign, and it will represent tradition. So we're going from adventure to tradition. It's going to be a very interesting contrast between the energies of the morning and the afternoon. Is retrograding in Leo, fixed fire, which represents fragile relationships. And remember to think about this in the context of communication within those relationships, because this is Mercury after all. Venus is in Virgo, mutable earth, representing perfectionism. Mars is in Gemini, mutable air, which means to be pugnacious. Jupiter is in Gemini, mutable air, representing questing. Saturn is retrograding in Pisces, mutable water, which means to redefine dreams. Uranus is in Taurus, fixed earth, representing renovation. Neptune is retrograding in Pisces, mutable water, which is about spiritual awakenings. And Pluto is retrograding in Aquarius, fixed air, which means we need to examine our intentions. Now, the reminders for all 5 of our planetary retrogrades. For Mercury, it is reevaluate communication patterns. For Saturn, it is about reclaiming your authority. For Neptune, reclaim faith, joy, magic, and imagination. For Pluto, reclaim your ability to regenerate. And for Chiron, restore the heroic spirit. For the moon phase, we are in the waxing gibbous phase, which is about cultivating intentions. The Capricorn moon, the do's are strategize, organize, plan. The don'ts are emotionally delicate relationships, conflict with enforcement agencies, and cold strategy. So the Capricorn moon may hold up Jupiter's desire to go adventuring, but still there's never any harm in being prepared. So if you get caught up in some kind of preparation work today, try to be patient with it. It may work out for the best, and you made extra effort before you moved headlong into something else. Then for today's tarot, we have the Chariot. Another indication that energy wants to be in motion today. It is the number 7 in the major arcana. 7 represents illusions and breakthroughs of illusions. And it's about achievements, winning, being driven by desire, not afraid of conflict, determination, channeling energy, and discipline. So I could really sum it up with the word sally forth. Get in your chariot, drive on, go through, make allowances for any preparation work, because I'm telling you right now that Capricorn moon is not going to want to be ignored. So wherever you are dashing off to, make sure you have the appropriate provisions. Now for today's Celtic triad, it reads, there are 3 things without which one is not whole: a mate, a home, and a craft. Yeah, I know. Them's fighting words for some people. Marriage is quite unfashionable in some quarters these days, but our ancestors would not be impressed with our modern excuses to avoid it. There has always been difficulty surrounding marriage as an institution, legal issues surrounding marriage. There's always been something. It has always not favored one party over the other. There's always been issues with that. We're not going to see a perfect solution, because quite frankly, we do not have perfect people. That's just is not how it is. However, that wouldn't have mattered to our ancestors. You don't get married because you're absolutely sure you're 100% protected and nothing could possibly go wrong. You get married because that's what you do as an adult. You form a lifelong partnership with someone to face life with, to hopefully, if you're able, to have children with, to build a legacy with. We aren't really intended to just be off on our own. I mean, that's a very modern notion, and it comes out of some philosophies that aren't exactly friendly to the human condition. Okay, I have video again. Even though there's a lot of voices and influences out there that are really trying to discourage not just marriage, but families and human connections in general, I think it would really be to our benefit to start learning how to reject those voices and take a bit of counsel from our ancestors who, quite frankly, did know better than we do. And they certainly were not in the constant emotional and psychological upheaval that we are today. So maybe we listen to the people who weren't out of their minds as opposed to the ones who are. It's just a thought. It's a radical thought that just floated through my brain. That's all. The next up is a home. The economy makes it very, very, very difficult for anyone to own a home. And it's really obvious just how unsettled and incomplete this makes people. You can't have stability in your life when you know where you live, your place of residence is a constant question. So, as far as is possible, whether you own or you rent or whatever your situation is, try to make that an oasis for yourself and your family. Try to make it to where it actually does feel like home. It does matter to make some effort to making sure that it's as comfortable as what you can afford to have it to be, that it's as beautiful and accommodates your taste as much as what is practical. Try to make it a place where you do feel at home, because it will make you feel a bit better than if you didn't. And sometimes you just have to do the best you can do with the situation you're in. And I would just encourage you to strive after that best. It actually is worthwhile. And then a craft, to have a skill, to have a job you could fall back on, that really is halfway to having purpose in life. Now, I don't think that necessarily your profession is going to be the purpose. I think our purpose is a bit more expansive than that. But to not feel like you have skills that you can offer the world and trade and be able to honestly earn your own living, that is terrifying. You want to see why people are so afraid, why they're convinced they can't make it. It's because they came through school and college and a lot of different, throwaway jobs, and they don't feel like they have anything to where they could make a success of themselves. It's driving people crazy, and that's playing into why some people are just saying, I don't even want to deal with that. I don't want to do any of it at all, and they're going down a very self-destructive course of not wanting to have to earn a living or advocating for causes that makes them think that they'll get free money somehow, and they'll just be taken care of and it'll all be fine. It's because they have both this lack of sense of purpose. They don't feel like they have skills or knowledge they can offer the world, so they don't have confidence in themselves, and it's made for a very toxic combination for people. So learning what we can as much as we can, and attaining a level of competence, and then going from competence on to mastery if possible, that will help protect us from that very destructive mindset. Now, today's magical correspondences have the theme of vitality. The color is red. The plant is the daisy. I believe that particular red daisy is actually an African variety. I don't know if it will grow in most climates in the United States, but if you like the look of it, it's at least worth looking into and find out if you can. The animal is the cardinal, and the crystal is the ruby. And of course, most of us don't have rubies just lying around. Red quartz would serve the same function. These correspondences rather, can be used to give you a bit of a boost. If you've been feeling running down, I know some people are starting to begin their struggles with seasonal depression. Giving yourself a little bit of a magical jolt to restore your spirits, to restore your zest and energy and zeal for life, that might help you. I'm not saying it will completely take the symptoms away or that it will solve your problem forever or anything so silly. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to give you false hope. But there are things you can do with your magical skills that can improve your mindset for the day. And if you're in a better mindset today than you were yesterday, I say that's worth something. So for today's magical practice, contemplate what is your true calling. Yeah, that one might keep you a while. The Hermetic principle for today is rhythm. So look for examples of that in action. For the Witch's Pyramid, we're looking at the North Wall. The North Wall is associated with the element of earth and the ability to take material action in the world. It is about manifestation. So are you taking action in your own spirituality? Yeah, we're doing things today. We're doing things today, or we're going to be stuck in some contemplation about why we're not doing things today. Then another thing to contemplate is, what does success mean to you? Because until you define what your version of success looks like, it's going to be very difficult for you to strive for it. So it really is worthwhile having a pretty clear visualization of what that means to you. And then it's Thursday, and if you haven't been honoring your house brownie lately, go ahead and do so. We're going into a very busy season. And of course, a lot of those entities are going to be, and the video's back. A lot of those entities are going to be a lot more active. So it's worthwhile leaving them a little bit of a treat today. And for our journal, it is about what makes you feel accomplished. Now, we have a picture of what I presume to be a kitchen witch. She's very busy at her work, and no doubt once she's completed what she's doing, she is going to feel very accomplished. She's going to feel good about what she's done. What gives you that good feeling? And if it isn't your day job, that's okay. Just have something in your life that is giving you that sensation that, yes, my time has been well spent. We need that. We need that almost as much as we need food and water. And that is what I have for you today, everyone. I hope you have a very excellent Thursday. If you would care to, you can follow me at Blackbird's Brew on X. The Blackbird Grimoire channel is available on both YouTube and Rumble. And of course, you can find me and others of our sisters. At the time of recording, I think we are still a group of ladies, but hopefully some of our brothers will join us in time. But you can join the girls at Oak and Elder Witchery. The link for that is in the description. And hopefully we'll see some of you there sometime. But that will do it for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.